Am I the asshole for not taking back pajamas my boyfriend's girl best friend wore?
Okay.
I will explain further. We will draw a diagram or something.
Yeah.
The past weekend, my boyfriend and I joined his friends for a weekend getaway at a cabin, parentheses, Airbnb. There were 5 people in total, me, him, a male friend, his girlfriend, and my boyfriend's girl best friend. I've never liked this girl best friend because she gives pick-me vibes, and I think she either has a crush on my boyfriend or she likes attention.
Okay.
She doesn't like me either. I remain very cordial to her.
Okay.
I get what you mean. Usually when people say that, I'm like, all right, what's going on?
Already I'm like, you better start explaining right the fuck now.
This is crazy.
Okay, got it.
This one's wild.
Okay. You did hype this one up while we were eating, so yeah.
It's fucking wild to me.
Okay.
When we arrived at the cabin, she told my boyfriend that she hadn't packed any pajamas.
What?
And that's so crazy already.
Listen. Hey, I've forgotten to pack things. I've forgotten to pack things too.
Me too.
Go
to Target.
Yeah.
Jesus. She told my boyfriend that she hadn't packed any pajamas and none of her clothes were appropriate since they'd get dirty.
But if you're already wearing them the whole day, just sleep in them and then wake up, change into your new, like, it would suck.
Yeah, you won't have that many clothes.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, go buy clothes.
If you need to, yeah.
Unless you don't have money.
In which case, sleep in what you're wearing during the day. It sucks.
Go to a laundromat then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Already weird. Also telling the boy. Okay.
Telling the boyfriend is funny.
I mean, I guess, but they're friend. But okay. Okay. This is still weird.
Yeah, it's not that weird yet. But I will be like, girl, you gotta pack pajamas. I'm so sorry. That's part of it. But all right, whatever. She couldn't wear the other girls' clothes because they wouldn't fit. So she begged my boyfriend to give me my pajamas.
Why didn't you ask your OP then? Okay, sorry.
Because she doesn't like her, which is alright. That's what I'm like. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
She begged my boyfriend to give her my pajamas since I always pack extra.
Yo, if he sneaks the clothes out, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Get ready to lose your shit. Without asking me, he gave her my pajamas.
God, I'm so good at knowing what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, we're reading children's stories.
I mean, yeah, true, but yeah.
The story's called, like, The Curse of the Blue Triangle.
Oh,
once there was a happy triangle that was blue, that triangle's gonna get cursed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I wonder what happened.
200 fucking episodes. I know my shit,
You cracked the case, Joshua.
I cracked the goddamn case.
So I came out of the shower to find her wearing my pajamas, and this is the crazy part, with the bottom basically shoved all the way up her crack.
What? Why? Why?
She spent the entire weekend lounging in my PJs. So she like never got out
back into other clothes.
So why would she? That's so crazy to me. When the weekend was over, she tried to give them back to me, and I said that she could keep them. She got mad at me and. Why would you get mad at me?
All right. Okay.
And asked if I thought she was dirty or had cooties.
What?
What? Are you 8? Like, what do you mean? I said she could just keep them since it seemed she liked them a lot. She called me a mean girl and said I was being rude.
What is going on?
Yeah, you're so rude. Graciously giving another person clothes and saying you can keep them.
You just keep them. I mean, fuck it at this point. You wore them the whole goddamn weekends.
It ruined the mood since the other friend took her side while his girlfriend took mine and my boyfriend had to take my side. And now things are really awkward and I think I might be iced out by my boyfriend's friends. Am I the asshole?
No.
There's 2 edits. Edit. He did not know I do not like her. I was annoyed at him for not asking, but I always pack extra and never fuss about lending clothes to other people because I believe in hospitality.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
I would have offered her the pajamas. He immediately apologized and even bought me new pajamas.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no problem with my boyfriend because he thought he was doing the right thing and he acknowledged his mistake and rectified it.
Okay, good.
Edit 2. I would have given her my pajamas. I still wouldn't have taken them back. She didn't even offer to wash them.
Are you serious?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I found out that my best friend's husband is cheating on her, but she still believes his lies. Claire, a 30 female, and I, a 30 female, have been friends since our freshman year of high school. We met in our science class and bonded over the fact that we both hated science. We both had other friends, but we became each other's best friends. We talked for hours on the phone almost every night. We dressed up as duos for Halloween. We went to college together, roomed together, roommates after college. You get the idea. We were besties. She had a younger brother and I had an older brother, and we became the sisters we both never had. Sounds cliche, I know, but we considered ourselves lucky that we had our science class together that year. Her parents were in the middle of a divorce, and I think it helped her to have someone understand and talk to her about it. She met her now husband through a coworker. They started dating 5 years ago and have now been married for 3. He was good to her and made her feel loved, and I never had any issues with him. They seemed happy together. Last week, Claire asked if I wanted to grab dinner because she wanted to talk to me about something that had been bothering her. She told me that she felt like her husband was having an affair. She wanted me to help her figure out if her husband was cheating on her. Claire said she knows the consequences of accusing him without proof, but she has this gut feeling that she can't shake. We made a plan for me to follow her husband on the night he had to work late. I understand how crazy this sounds now that I'm writing this out, but stick with me. I agreed to her plan, and she said he told her he had to work late Thursday night. I didn't have any concrete plans and was able to do what she needed. Well, I confirmed her suspicions. He left his office and met up with the woman at a hotel bar for about an hour, and then they went upstairs to a room, I assume. He was touching her leg at the bar, and she was laughing with him and putting her hand on his shoulder. I would be uncomfortable if my boyfriend was at the bar touching another woman like this. I snapped pictures of his hand on her thigh and of them walking to the elevator to go upstairs, and then I left. I went to my friend's house, and she was beside herself with the evidence. I sent her the pictures so she would have them on her phone. I never heard back from her that evening. I called her the next morning and my call was declined. Rang 2 times and went to voicemail. I texted her and did not hear anything back. By lunch, I was concerned and called again. Declined. Sent a voicemail. I called her office and she was out of the office today, but I could leave a message. She lives too far from my office to stop by on my lunch break. I heard nothing all afternoon and I was genuinely concerned for her. We normally talk at least once throughout the day. I went directly to her house after work. Her husband answered the door and she was standing behind him crying. He said he knew that I had fabricated pictures of him at a hotel and sent them to his wife. He said he was disgusted that I would try to break up their marriage. From behind him, Claire yelled something like she trusted me and couldn't believe that I would try to ruin her marriage and that his colleague confirmed to her that he was at work until 10 p.m. She didn't understand why I would make fake images of her husband at a bar. He said that he always knew that I didn't like him and was just waiting for an opportunity to get him out of the picture, which is completely untrue. I never had a problem with him until recently when Claire told me about her concerns and I agreed that he had been acting differently. My best friend believes her husband over the actual proof that I provided at her request. He told me that they wanted me to leave and to never come back. I was in freaking shock. So now I'm here, completely heartbroken, asking what I should do. My friend is being cheated on by her husband. His reaction confirms that I'm 100% certain of what I saw. I didn't fabricate pictures to try to break up their marriage. My friend asked me to do something and I did it. She's been my friend for 15 years. She was basically my sister, so I didn't hesitate. Do I try to convince her that her husband is lying? Do I sit back and let this play out? I am heartbroken over losing my friend, but I also feel if she was able to believe her husband so quickly over the evidence I gave her, that maybe there's nothing I can do. Conflicted is the word, I guess. I would appreciate advice because I just don't know where to go from here. My boyfriend told me to back off and just let it play out. He believes Claire's husband is cheating and is confused as I am by the situation. So much for me to say in this. Well, it's 2024, okay? I take a picture with my iPhone. I don't know how to put someone else's picture in there, and I'm your friend. Why would you think I would do that? From the time you sent me out to when he's working late, me snapping the picture and sending it to you, you think I had that much time to edit in that time frame? And you can tell if a picture's been edited. Go to the hotel, ask for hotel footage. I would never believe my cheating husband like that. If he was like, oh, she's lying, I'd be like, you had the suspicion, I confirmed it. Like, I would step the F back. I would be so hurt. I did all this, wasted my night for you to go back and take his side. I would never reach out to her again, to be honest. I'm like that. Unless she reach out to you in the future and says, I'm sorry, I was wrong. He was a cheating bastard. Then I wouldn't. You don't need people like that. She's going to choose him over you every time. There's a small update. Claire knew her husband was lying and manipulative. His reaction to her cheating accusation scared her, so she played the part of believing him, waited 6 days for him to go out of town for business, and then called me. And together we packed her stuff and she moved in with me. We immediately contacted an attorney and started the divorce proceedings. He came home, flipped out, showed up at my house, and the police were called. He backed off after that. Whoa!
And Entitled sister is upset I strategically seated her at my wedding to avoid capturing her breastfeeding moments on camera. I, 29 female, just got married to my husband a week ago. My sister, 31 female, has a 5-month-old baby, and both were at the wedding. I don't really like my sister's personality, and her partner broke up with her a few months ago because she allegedly was an exhibitionist, and our side of the family are starting to see why he left her. My sister would usually breastfeed openly in public, and although I don't have a problem with breastfeeding your child, I do think I'm not really tolerant of how she does it. Most women in my community will breastfeed in public too, but will ensure they move to a more private spot, not the bathroom, or bring nursing covers. And I don't think it's sexist at all, because I see that as a courteous thing. Being as kind as I can about my sister, I think she likes to make a statement and challenge the status quo ever since she was a child. She's the type to flaunt about how she doesn't give a fuck what others think about her and how she acts in public. So yeah, she's got some issues of her own, because I cannot imagine someone being this angry at the world for no good reason. Moving on to my wedding. I had a videographer panning the camera in the center of the aisle as I walked down, which means guests would be in plain view. My sister doesn't carry bottles with her, and she would start nursing whenever the baby needs to eat. I didn't want this captured on camera and wanted to avoid any possibility of that happening, because aesthetics. So I situated her in one of the middle rows to ensure she's concealed either way. The rest of the family, including my cousins, were seated in the front row. I also requested the cameraman to avoid taking pictures of guests in case she's openly breastfeeding during the reception as well. My bridesmaids on the wedding day managed to handle my sister, as I later got to know she threw a stink about feeling neglected, and hardly any pictures captured with her and her baby. Apparently, she had been nursing, maybe also to calm the baby down. Therefore, the camera guy hired requested her to step out of the frame several times. Not gonna lie, this made me want to tip him a little extra. Haha. This has been a pattern of hers at several family events. She also has a 2-year-old daughter who was present too. That's how we were able to discern this pattern from the past, and even some work events that she used to attend with her partner. All of us have made an effort in the past to communicate with her, but she gets argumentative, and I didn't want to have to deal with that and her drama. I don't care about being called prude. I don't want someone's photo/video with their chest out on my wedding, regardless of context. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for leaving my girlfriend after she got a dog?
All right. Okay.
Before you jump in the comments and say YTA, listen. It's
Okay.
serious, okay?
I hate dogs. They're
Yeah,
smelly
that's what it is.
and they poop on my carpet.
This is one of those I'm traumatized by dogs situations.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah.
I'll stop being funny.
Yeah, all right. Hello, I'm 25 male and my girlfriend is 23 female. We've been together for over a year and we generally have a great relationship. She's funny and kind. However,
then the incident happened. I'm sorry. I know I said I wasn't going to be funny.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
Yeah.
It was a comedy podcast. Yesterday when I got home, there was a golden retriever in our house. When I asked
Wait, no warning? That's all okay already. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. When I asked my girlfriend whose dog it was, she smiled and said, "Ours."
No.
I wasn't sure if she was joking or being serious, so I kept asking whose dog it was. She kept smiling and saying, "Ours," and then proceeded to say the dog's name, parentheses, I don't really remember what she said her name was, since a lot was going through my mind, end parentheses. She even told the dog to say, "Hi, Dad," which can't happen because dogs don't speak English.
Checkmate,
The
liberals.
more you know. I told her that she couldn't be serious right now, and she replied, "Why?" with a big smile. I didn't say anything else and just left the house and went to a hotel. At the beginning of our relationship, I told her that I don't like dogs and can't be in the same room with one. Even when I see one in public, I put a good distance between me and the person walking the dog. I told her if she ever wanted a pet, she would have to get a cat or something else that is not a dog. While at the hotel, my girlfriend called me a couple of times, but I didn't answer. Then she texted me saying that I was overreacting and that my fear of dogs is ridiculous.
Whoa, all right.
She said I should at least give it a try and live with a dog for a while, and that she and the dog would help me overcome my fear. But I never asked to overcome it, and honestly, it never bothered me as long as there were no dogs in my house. I never got bothered by one in public because I always put a good distance between me and dogs. I have never even petted a dog before, and I never will. I ignored her messages and just went to sleep, as I wanted to decide what to do when my head was clearer. I don't want to be the guy who says it's either me or the dog. She clearly likes dogs and I don't, so I was thinking of just breaking up with her, even though she has been amazing throughout the year. Am I the asshole for wanting to break up with her over this?